I believe it's a great day for Virginia, given the fact that the Democrats finally bent over. They didn't bend over for Glenn Youngkin or Jason Mraz or Mike Terry and the rest of them. They didn't do none of that for them. They did it exactly for me. See, what Louise Lucas underestimated and why she spent so much time and money trying to convince fellow rhinos in the Chesapeake GOP and all over to try to figure out a way for me not to get elected and give her the purse strings is because she deceived a bunch of people. And then you got these weak-minded rhinos that's all about the money, and now everybody's going to get their bills increased, including y'all. See, I don't have to worry about that because I don't work for none of y'all. None of y'all. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the one who stopped their stupid budget from ever being implemented. As soon as I told people, especially being as popular as I am, people love it. When they hear me speak, they hear the energy, they hear the vibe, they hear authenticity, transparency, accountability, and where to lay down the responsibility. And Lucas knew if that budget went through, they was going to start looking her own base at their nice little utility bills. Because they're going to say, either Merle Rutledge is telling the truth or he's lying. One way or the other. But guess what is going to automatically tell the truth for me? How much your bills increase because of her budget. And one more thing. We don't want toll relief, meaning you put a couple of dollars on. No, we want the end of the tolls, meaning not just enforcement. I want them gone out of Virginia. We getting out of the toll business and all that other stuff. People should be able to drive on these roads. The taxes that we already pay shows clearly we pay too much because we are having surpluses in the billions. In the billions, people. Yes. And then they have the nerve to go after people who are already trying to put food on the table and try to say, hey, we got to take another plate. We got to take another ounce of milk out your carton. We got to make sure what you used to pay for this, you pay a lot higher for a lot less. It's not hard to do the math. It's not. Don't think people are that stupid. They just knew the crap that was going on. They just needed Merle Rutledge to make sure it was told and given to them in a way that they understand and get it. Because I'm straight to the point. I'm not going to put a bunch of fancy words and some salad dressing on it and make it look like a Caesar salad. I'm going to tell you, if it looks old, it looks like it's been stale because it's been out for 2 to 3 weeks, it looks like Louise Lucas and her policies. Merle Rutledge is not bowing down to nobody. I don't care if you're the top Republican of the year. You are still on my shit list unless you can prove and show to me and everybody else that you represent conservative values. You are standing up against the establishment as well as the liberals. With me, I stand up against the Republican Party as well as the Democratic Party and the establishment that has shown we care about the money, we don't care about our values. That's not happening anymore. If you don't like how I'm handling business, that's not my problem because I'm not going to live my last days on this earth given all that's going on being somebody's ass kisser. You can get that from the Chesapeake GOP and the Portsmouth GOP chairman. See, everybody in Virginia should be thanking me because it was my I can call it whatever I want to because it's hard to explain. I just felt the energy. I felt the vibes. I felt everybody saying they don't give a damn about us. But I said, hold on. I'm still around. I still do. I still understand what you're going through. I'm still talking about the issues that matter to you. Y'all not worried about abortion. You're worried about how I'm going to put food in my stomach, let alone put gas in the car to make it to work. And you're barely getting paid enough to even show anything for it. The only thing you can show for it is go home, go to sleep, and get your ass back to work. People are tired of living under that pattern. You can work hard, you can make your money, but you shouldn't have to be funding a government that is continuing to do less while asking you for more. It's time for them to do more and ask you for a lot less, because you've been paying off their salaries and their pet projects and all of their families to do whatever you want to. You can talk about college student loan debts all you want to. We paying off everybody's debt that's up there being elites. We got senior citizens right now that don't even have nurses, aides, a doctor, or anybody seeing them because their Medicaid is going through this transition. People are dying out here while people are talking about how they want to live in a nice little trans world. You can have your sex lives, you can have your whatevers, but I guarantee you one thing, an old school player, an old school conservative will tell you, there ain't no romance without finance. So you tell me. It's time to get back to business. It's time to get our schools straight. It's time to get this crime under control. It's time for us to make sure businesses are staying open, not closing down to the point that employees show up for work and find out that's their last day in the most betrayed way. It's not because of the business, it's because of the government that these idiots finance. How you gonna finance your own dough? And then you got somebody talking about, yo, we need to get ourselves allergies. Not talking about whether you male or female or you black or white and all these other excuses. It's because you're a human being and you deserve to work hard, and you also deserve to show something for what you work for. Right now in the housing market, even up in Northern Virginia, it's costing $700,000 just to get yourself a row house. Look at Baltimore and look at what a row house is, and that's what a townhouse is, looking fancy. In a fancy neighborhood with basically barely any room for you to walk in the door without you falling outside the back door. See, I'm a real patriot. I'm a real American. I'm a real person that doesn't care nothing about the establishments. Nothing at all. I'm like this. I want people to be able to go outside and say, I still got a piece of that sidewalk. I helped build it. I helped make it happen. I helped make this country better so our kids can have somewhere to live. And when I go on to see my Lord and Savior, I know that they're going to be okay and have a chance to live a full life, not enslaved, but continuing to be free. Because as we move on this life cycle, we have seen it throughout time. Your freedom is only there as long as you continue to fight for it. You can be a slave without the chains as long as somebody tells you everything to do and you follow those orders completely. And you are in fear of what the consequences is. I'm not in fear of the consequences. I want the problem. I want all the smoke, because I'm going to continue to speak the truth. I'm going to continue to tell people what's going on with their government, what is going on with them clowns in Richmond, what is going on with them morons in D.C., because we are paying the price, we the people. And I don't expect us to continue to keep getting ripped off. God bless you and God bless America. Merle Rutledge for Virginia Governor 2025.